How's it going? I just want to point something out really fast. It's 6 o'clock at night and 81 degrees outside. 81 degrees outside. Can you believe this? Anyway, moving on. I wanted to talk to you about Suits because on my last video I mentioned how the summer finale was last week, and so now I want to talk about it because it was awesome. I'm just going to hit on my favorite parts, and you may be confused because you haven't been watching the show, so you probably have no idea what I'm talking about, but just ignore that and just enjoy. Okay, so a while back, I think it was maybe the second video that I did for you, I gave you a Suits update, and I told you about how Harvey had this case back in the day that he ended up winning, but now he was getting in trouble because there was this memo that apparently he was withholding from court, you know, withholding evidence, that whole thing. Maybe you remember that, maybe you don't. If you don't, go watch the video again and figure it out. If you choose not to do that, then by all means just continue listening to me babble on about this memo that means nothing to you. Your choice. Okay, pretty much the entire season has revolved around this guy named Daniel, who used to run the company with Jessica, but then he got fired because he was embezzling money. I think that's what it was. I'm sorry that I don't remember every single plot point. I apologize. Deal. So he ended up coming back like at the beginning, towards the beginning of the season, and he's been fighting with Jessica, trying to take over the company again. For the summer finale, all the senior partners of the law firm came together and they had just a big vote to see who they wanted as managing partner, either Jessica or Daniel. Daniel ends up winning. So the rest of the episode is pretty much just Jessica and Harvey trying to find dirt on Daniel so that they can take him out for good. Mike and Harvey end up figuring out that Daniel actually framed Donna with the memo by faking her signature, basically making it look like Donna had received the memo and knew about it the whole time, when in reality she had never seen it at all. And I would just like to point out real quick that I totally called that. Totally called that. And I have video proof. Are you ready for this? Playback. She finally finds the letter. Plot twist. There's like a stamp that says received by at the top, and then it has her signature. Now she's like freaking out because she obviously received this letter and she never gave it to Harvey or something. I don't. That's kind of where the episode ends. My thought is that someone's framing her. My thought is that someone's framing her. Someone's framing her. Oh yeah, that's right. I'm a genius. I could write this show. I'm telling you. Called it. 100%. Bam. I'm awesome. So they pretty much take Daniel down with that piece of information. So he's out of there for now. I mean, I feel like it's not the last we are going to see of Daniel. But for now, he's gone. So all is well in the law firm once again. Oh, and I can't forget about Rachel and Mike. That love story that is never going to happen. Basically, Mike and Rachel have been getting closer and closer because Mike's grandma died, and so Rachel was there for him through all of that. One of Mike's old flames comes into town for the funeral, and they end up kissing, and they're kissing, and then all of a sudden she's like, oh, I should probably tell you I'm married. And then at that, he's just kind of like disgusted, and he's like, get out. And so I'm like, yeah, go for Rachel, go for Rachel. And he does. He does. He goes and he tells Rachel, I want to be with you, and let's give it a go, and all this lovely stuff. And I'm just like, yeah, Rachel and Mike, love it. Of course, that was short-lived, obviously, because Rachel turns him down. I think it has something to do with how, like, his grandma just died and he was feeling emotional, and she wanted to be there for him, but not in that way at that time. And so that was over in about 2 seconds. And so what does Mike do? Being the true man that he is, he calls up his married ex-girlfriend and decides to have her on over, and you can fill in the blanks on what happens. Basically, cut to them lying in bed together. There's a knock on Mike's door. Mike goes to answer it without a shirt on, and sure enough, there's Rachel on the other side confessing her love. And then just as she's saying all these beautiful little heartwarming lovey words, cue the adulterous woman in the background wearing nothing but a sheet. So of course, Mike and Rachel are donezo once again. Congratulations, writers. You're so smart. I love your storylines. Yippee. So anyway, that was the finale. All is well in Lawyerville, just not in Loveville. We'll just pretend for a second that that made even a little bit of sense. So school started up this week. Monday was my first day. It's really not going to be that bad this semester because I pretty much like my classes. Well, except for my English class. Because in my English class, we're reading The Grapes of Wrath. And can I just tell you, I do not enjoy that book at all. I've made it through the first 5 chapters, and I just really am not enjoying it. Chapter 4 consists entirely of a turtle crossing the street. That is literally what the entire chapter is about. It's just about this turtle's journey across the road. Awesome. Thanks, Steinbeck. That's prime reading right there. But, oh well, my English class is only 8 weeks versus the full 17 weeks of the semester, so I only have to put up with it for 8 weeks, and then I can move on with my glorious life. So, that's fantastic news. Okay, anyway, I'm going to go make some dinner now, because I'm hungry, and then I'm probably going to sit in front of my air conditioner and eat it, because it's hot. Hot, hot, hot. Anyway, I don't know where you are right now, because I believe you're in a transition period between your second country and your third country, and I have no idea what your third country is, so where you're off to, I have no idea, but I hope you have internet wherever you're going, because I enjoy talking to you every once in a while, and I know Mom does as well, because I hear about it when she doesn't get to talk to you, and it doesn't make her happy, really, at all. So, fingers crossed that you have good internet wherever you're going. Oh, love you, Mom. Okay, I'll see you next week, and safe travels to wherever you're going. Okay, mwah, bye!